Yo, 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 live direct in effect. 420 kids is going down. Oklahoma City bound to D-Town. Knowledge is key. Dirty Mac and what's happening?
God, body. God,
Mm-hmm.
body.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir, man.
We've been there. Hey, no, November 14th, bro. I gotta say that. Gotta been a couple of days since we ain't got at y'all a couple, like this right here. But happy birthday to my father, Leroy. I won't say the last name, Leroy, but you know, I I want to break the chains. That is my father. We connected there, Akashic Records. But yeah, I won't say the last name because we not giving Britain that much power tight. But at the same time between time, happy late birthday to my mother too. 3 days apart. One love, November 11th. I did not forget about you, sweetheart. I just been working, but I'll be at you too. All right, Dirty, what we got going tonight, brother?
All right, man. Not too much looking at it. In today's episode, we got the Jewish community now trying to cancel Dave Chappelle and whoever else for, I don't know, basically saying the Jewish community. So, let's see.
There's a
Let's
cuss
go.
word.
It must be a cuss word
God
to
damn.
say the Jewish
Whoa.
community, or to say we are the real Jews. That's blasphemy, definitely to them. I think they need to read up on the history more because the terms and the names, the history has been changed so many times and plagiarized so many times. It's damn near impossible to learn where the fuck we come from. But the records is out there. Like you said, those are classic records as well as their records that they don't want to reveal. Let's go into this next video article.
And Dave Chappelle talking about Kanye or Ye's anti-Semitic comments and about NBA star Kyrie Irving's actions.
Yeah, he used his guest monologue on Saturday Night Live to give his take on all the social media blowback, but ended up getting some backlash of his own. Here's a sample of what he said.
Early in my career, I learned that there are two words in the English language that you should never say together in sequence. And those words are the and Jews. I've never heard someone do good after they said that. I've been in Hollywood, this was just what I saw. It's a lot of Jews. Like a lot. But that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? There's a lot of black people in Ferguson, Missouri. Doesn't mean we run the place. I know the Jewish people have been through terrible things all over the world, but you can't blame that on black Americans. You just can't.
Judy Gold is a comedian and friend of Dave Chappelle. She's also the author of Yes, I Can Say That. When they come for the comedians, we are all in trouble. And she is here with us. Judy, good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
So you saw the monologue. That was probably half of the 15-minute monologue.
Right.
What did you think?
You know, I laughed at a lot of the stuff. I know Dave. I love Dave. And some of it made me feel uncomfortable. You know, I feel one way as a comedian. I feel another way as a Jew. And it's a tough time for us. And I think the last thing you showed was when he said you can't blame a black person for the Holocaust. Yeah. And it didn't get a response because no one ever has blamed black people for the Holocaust.
Sound like that's what they doing?
I
Shit.
think there's comparing
Shit.
atrocities is not a good, I don't think it's a helpful dialogue to have, but everyone is talking about this now. And Jews are in a really scary place. And you think about Kanye and you think about, or Ye, and you think about Kyrie, and you think about their reach. They have more followers than there are Jews in the world. We are 2% of the population of the United States, and we're 0.2% of the population in the entire world. So when you are sending a link about a movie that denies the Holocaust, it's not really a careful or thought out thing to do, especially when there's so few of us. And you know, I would never send I mean, I don't have that many followers, but maybe after today, but, you know, I would never ever send a link that denying that slavery ever happened.
Well, that's
you know?
the point. That I feel like, Judy, that's the distinction that Dave Chappelle, who is so charismatic. I mean, I will watch him read the telephone book. He's so charismatic. He has such a winning, I think, delivery at all times. However, he is being a little disingenuous there because nobody is blaming Black Americans for the Holocaust, but they are blaming Black athletes and Black artists for perpetuating anti-Semitic tropes. That's what they were blaming them for. So he fudged that a little bit.
So yes, that didn't make sense to me.
Fudged.
And people go to Dave to get his perspective, and that's his perspective. And as a comedian, I believe he can say whatever he wants.
Let's stop right there. As a comedian, you believe, as you're a comedian, that he should be able to say what he wants as long as it's not disrespectful. Like I said, I haven't seen the movie. I need to watch it. What was she? Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
What's she talking about? The Holocaust. What was she talking about? Probably from their perspective.
All right, so we're gonna break it down. End of the day, there's a issue. All right, I gotta go here. There is an issue with white and Black. Let's say that there's an issue, and here's the issue. Just like we have been broken off into sectors of Fort Worth and Dallas, East Side, West Side, just like we've been broken down into these sectors, we have been labeled from birth Black or white, Jew, Hindu, Voodoo, Christian, Baptist, yoga, whatever you want to put it. We've all been broken down into different sections. So the truth of the matter is, white people are not white. The people that you say Black, they're not Black. If you want to go by a complexion of a person's skin or the pigmentation, I personally feel like it's time to drop all of the divisions. So what you see here is obvious that this dude is a comedian. Number two, the whole thing is it's a documentary. That means people did their research, and these are the founders that they come out with. If you're mad or somebody feels a certain way about that, the only thing you have to do is bring the facts and have a conversation. That's how you build and heal. Like, that's how we started off doing that. Like, we started off doing everything we're doing right now with the purpose of touching, with the purpose of being something different that everybody else is not getting or seeing or hearing, thinking, just different ways to think. And a Dirty Mac, he has a different way of thinking. I have a different way of thinking. We have conversations where we bump heads all the time, and then it be back like it never happened. So at the end of the day, that is how you get somewhere. You don't get somewhere by trying to attempt to silence somebody because you don't agree with them. The only time that is you're hiding something is wrong. You're being triggered. You know, you're being triggered. You know what I'm saying? Hands down.
Do you think? I know you don't like to affiliate with colors, but do you think the white Jews and the Black Jews, do you think there's a unity there, a united stance, or is there a division between the Black Jews and the white Jews?
So the way I would answer that, from my perspective, the only way I can answer that is you would have to define to me the Black Jews and define to me the white Jews, because that is a mindset. A person chooses that. They have learned something at some point to say, I'm this. When you're a baby and a baby first started talking, they don't know none of that shit. So at the end of the day, you have to define that, because a lot of people that's considered Black don't consider themselves Jew, original Jew. A lot of people that's white, they follow a religion. Some of them follow a religion. The majority of people I know, a whole lot of Jews. You know a whole lot of Jews, but Jewish people. But from everything that I understand, the Jewish part is a religion. So how do you define those people? Jewish, to do. So when you ask that type of question, I say, man, these questions are complicated. A lot of people don't want the bottom. Once you figure out how to get to the bottom, attempt to silence you. That shit is no doubt about it. Like,
yeah, we have an identity crisis. We have an identity crisis. Not only the African Americans, but white people as well. Some white people don't know, or they can't trace their ancestral bloodline. You hear me? And so they just like some of the black people, they'll be like, that's why they call them black, or I guess that's why they call them white, because they don't know their nationalities. You know, they would say white trash, or the niggas, or the blacks, or the African Americans. We all have several different titles and classifications, which we all align ourselves which one we think is proper. You hear me? It's like the people, you say the Jews is a religion, the Jewish community, but it's also Jerusalem. You hear me? Which what they call the Middle East. My question is, where's the Middle West? In the Middle North? In the Middle South? See, they discredit Africa. You hear me? A lot of with the Egypt and all this is the Middle East, to discredit Africans from world history, the people of African descent. So I wonder who is making all of these slave movies, putting us in a derogative fashion. Every one of them a fucking Academy Award winning. You hear me? Winning some type of. I wonder who is making these. I'm gonna do some research, and it had better not be these people who, because they don't mind putting us off in derogative images. You hear me?
Hey, how long has Roots? Hey, you hear how long Roots been popping? How long?
Hey, they made the new Roots. We need to make the Roots, bro. Roots with a Z. You hear me? That's how you know when I put my flavor on my tongue, it's a Z on it, because they going back 500-600 years ago. Now we need to make it 2022. Yeah. See, the reason they can tell you to shut the fuck up and get back to work, or shut up and dribble, is because they own these teams. They own these media stations. They own these radio stations. They own these social media stations. So we got this thing.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. I don't mean to stop you, but who is they? Like, who is they? Hold on. And the reason why I'm saying who is they, because the majority of people I ask, they know about the Kyrie shit. They don't even really know nothing about it. They don't even know nothing about it. It's Chilla. Yeah. God, the majority of people. God body. The majority of people.
I would say the Jewish community. I would say they is the Jewish community.
But hold on. When you see a Jew, this is what I'm asking. Because when we divide it up, this is what we do. When you see a Jewish person, do you know them until they say they Jewish? Do you look at them and do you know they Jewish?
It's the same with any other nationality. You look at a black person, you can't tell, hey, he's from Nigeria or he's from Ghana. All you know is he's, the hue of his skin.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm ready. I want to talk to a Jewish person. I hope you're a rabbi or somebody that's like, a person that's really educated in your mind on what you know. Them be the type of people I want to talk to, because we can tap into different channels. It's something definitely, without a doubt. Yeah, we all know.
Historically, where are the Asians from? Historically, Asia, right?
Yeah,
we'll say the Indians historically are from India. The Europeans from Europe.
Yeah.
The Africans from Africa. This isn't rocket science. You hear me? So with that being said, this Middle East that they're talking about. What continent? Middle East. What the hell? What the fuck? They just name anything. You hear me?
So if we call Middle East Africa, are we correct?
Hey, yeah.
Goddamn.
Hey,
it go deep.
It go deep, man. You hear me? The Middle East. What the fuck is that? I guess we in the Middle West. We in the Middle West, then.
Man.
This the Middle West. The U.S. is the Middle West. Then if that's the Middle East, this is the Middle West. It's got to be. And where's the middle north and the middle south? So you can play, you can divide people, you can conquer them. You know, this whole thing. So I don't know, man. The whole thing when they talking about the Jewish community, from Hebrews to Negroes, all of this fuss over a documentary. All of this fuss over a documentary. Now, hey, what now? If he would have referred Jeffrey Dahmer, hey man, check out Jeffrey Dahmer. I like it. Do you think it would have been this kind of outlet backlash? Was it a backlash from the African American when Jeffrey Dahmer was eating black people in the motherfucking in the icebox?
Hey,
was it a backlash?
He was taking pictures of them naked while they dead. He done bucked them in they fast. Why they dead?
No backlash.
And he taking, bro. Anybody who watched the Jeffrey Dahmer movie, he killed 14 gay black men. Hey, they owe black people an apology.
You
what
would
the
think
fuck,
so,
bro? Come on.
Well,
No, I'm saying, so, yeah. What do that sound like?
I'll say this: if you pay attention, they got their own definition for somebody to be discriminate towards this one community, right? All these different communities got these different words, right? Everything that we came to disagree with and feel like it was discrediting us and everything like that, racism. Shit. Now he'd be like, shit, black people racist. How we racist when we the only race, basically? You made this shit up for us. But you look at Asian hate. That shit happened with them. You know what I'm saying? So a couple Asian people get killed, you know what I'm saying? Stop Asian hate. You don't see no signs of stop black hate. You don't see nobody marching about that. Ain't nobody marching about that no more. Ain't nobody talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? To the alphabet community. You know what I'm saying? Certain words you can't say. You know,
I don't like.
And you know what it started to remind me of? Hey, Dirty, when I first got to Oklahoma, well, I ain't gonna say when I first got to Oklahoma, but when I first got jammed up, whatever, right? Nigga get to the yard, niggas like, yeah, you can't say peanut butter, don't say plum around a Grape Street, nigga. Don't say this around a Blood, nigga. Don't say this around a Crip, nigga. I'm starting to feel the same. Well, hey, help out the rest of this shit. If it's this person, don't say this around them. But it really only applies, I feel like a lot of the shit just be applying to us. You see what I'm saying? They so busy trying to make sure we not hating nobody, and we the main ones getting hated on.
That's why I don't buy the colorblind shit. I love everybody in every race. But if you hate me, I don't give a fuck if you black. You hear me? Shit.
That's what it is.
Fuck you too. Fuck anybody who hates me is fuck you too. Surely that's
and that was a programming.
Damn.
Oh, don't you shouldn't judge people by that's after they got past the segregation and all that shit. Now it's don't judge people by their skin, you should judge them by their heart. But this is after you done did everything that you done did. You done slapped the motherfucker, bop, 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 bop. Now you talking about, okay, let's be nice. I was just playing. Let's be cool. Don't judge nobody by their skin tone. We've been doing it forever. But let's not do that no more and judge people by their heart. And then now you got people saying they colorblind, but they still do prejudice shit towards other people of different colors. So how can you be colorblind? You know what I'm saying? So excuse me. I'm definitely not colorblind. I see what it is. I used to say that shit, but you know what I'm saying?
Only motherfuckers who consistently is put on this motherfucking road when it comes to financial things. Like we'll fuck up your finances. We will make your finances because we don't have control of land or finance.
Mic check. Hold on.
Who
Can
we
you hear
would
him? Hold on, bro. Hold on. You breaking
really
up
know,
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm straight now. All right. We
Go ahead.
talk this we shit. We talk this we shit like we don't really know who we are. That's why we would be so on all of this other shit instead of your greatness. Michael Jordan, whether you like that man or not, you seen him taking baths, ice cold in ice. You seen him pushing himself to the limit. I'm not saying don't stop and acknowledge this shit exists. Now it's wide open. It's wide open. If you still focused and think it is, bro, if you let a shade from the sun determine your true vision, then like at this point, like that's all you. Like that's all you. Me and Dirty just talked earlier about hours of meditation. And this is a conversation anybody could hear, bro. Like, you know, we ain't got 10 hours.
Say it again, bro. You're breaking up. Can you hear him, Tiller? Could you hear him?
Nah, it froze on my end.
I froze that nigga like Sub-Zero again. Say it again.
Yeah.
You said it again when we was talking about
I know
meditation.
it's straight up now.
Meditation.
Yeah.
We said we had this conversation on meditation. Yeah. That's where it is. We having technical difficulties. There we go.
Yeah.
There it is. It's good now. Your shit.
Yeah, that shit funny.
So.
Yeah, they can't. Hey, look, y'all cannot stop. Well, y'all cannot stop the power for real. Y'all the power that was. You know, some other people say, you know, some other people that look at it a whole different way. Yeah, shit.
Like past tense.
Yeah. Y'all the power that yeah.
I think everybody feeling their power.
Hey, real shit.
Everybody,
real shit.
They feeling their power.
Real
They telling, hey, you better shut up and dribble. They told Kyrie, we told LeBron shut up and dribble. Now
because somebody can threaten you with money. That's what happened when somebody can threaten you with money.
Ass with a contract.
See, that's a mindset. Like that's a mindset.
Contract.
I agree. You look at me and just see. I'm gonna say this shit to the world once again. The power that was, bro. Like at the end of the day, my shit when I wake up every day, it's in my hands. Period. I don't have no other outside forces saying what's popping.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you give your power away, totally, bro. That's up to you. If we want to keep saying black, white, we don't want to distinguish us, and you see what the fuck going on. Now you standing still doing this shit for no when you could really be moving there. Hey, I don't know what else to say, but people that's really on what they on, bro. They not the ones who talking out loud, they not the ones who doing that shit. Yeah, fuck going back and forth. You see what time it is. Like Kyrie Irving going through whatever he going through, where they say I'm gonna hit you financially, but he going through it for watching a film. You know, I didn't see somebody, a reporter, stand back and say, well, you're promoting it. And he said, look, that's what you saying. Don't put me in all that. I'm not talking about promoting.
He posted it,
but if you had his
promoting your advertising,
but then you got Barkley and Shaq, where they on TV, and make this known for the people. If you follow Shaq home, he's not having the same conversation. If you follow Barkley home, they're not having the same conversation. What they're doing is having scripts for ESPN. This is scripted. Pre-scripted material that y'all looking at. So if you keep falling for the illusions, you know what I'm saying? And now y'all talking about Shaq, Barkley, LeBron, they got handlers. Real shit. Run it, bro. They got handlers, man.
Well,
they got handlers, man.
Go ahead,
handlers. They on ESPN, so they have a job to do. Like I say, the bosses. I understand the the colorblind narrative that they push on us. You hear me? We love everybody, and as us as African Americans, we receive the most hatred. And for us not to be hateful people, that's amazing to me. You hear me? That's just the love and the pureness, the genuineness. Our mental health could be fixed if they just leave us the fuck alone. You hear me? Now, right now, I don't think us as African Americans, we can come into power, first off, because they demonize power as something being bad, black power, because only a fool would want to empower himself. They've demonized that. So we keep coming together because I think we have been taught not to identify race as African Americans. We're taught to receive the most hatred as well. So we turn a blind eye to it all. That's just, you see, they don't want you saying nothing. You say, if you say, you see the horse or animal, when you start speaking and they start listening, their antennas go up. When you say the Jewish community, their antennas is up. You hear me? They like, what the fuck is you fit to say now? So if you would think surely we're tired of being go to the corner. Fuck it. I said 5 games, Kyrie. Now, fuck it. You can't come back. You go when I feel like it, that's when you can come back. You hear me? Fuck a boycott. Fuck a boycott. We need to do a man cot and build cots. We need to stand up and be men. It's like we 7 feet. We drowning in 4 feet of water because we won't stand up as a population, as a whole. So until we come together and build our own equal institutions, separate but equal, we need our own institutions. We shouldn't have to come to them and listen to any of that bullshit that they talking about. That's just the truth of the matter, man. So African Americans have made individual, successful, significant individual achievements, but as a mass, the African Americans as a whole, we are still at the bottom. We are still glorifying the bottom. We won't recognize the situation that we're in, you know, and that's very troublesome. Before I pass that to Ish, man.
You know, I'm gonna say this. The truth about the matter is, I said, and I said, and I say it again. And Farrakhan said it also. Resist the devil, man. Far as in, don't put your whole existence and value in money, because that's where we get in trouble at. Right? Knowledge. To go to what you were saying, is all, you know, we done talked about this, right? And I can concur with you as far as in not really identifying as black. I'm a brute, right? So, but I'll say this. It's okay once I start doing it and I make up this, you know what I'm saying, in my mind, that I'm gonna do this for myself, right? Because what Dirty is saying is that they have a whole different reason to say, don't see color, just see a person harm. Don't see color, just look at their actions. Don't see color, just look at how they think, how they talk, right? The kumbaya shit. You know what I'm saying? This old Lion King ass shit. Hopping down the motherfucking yellow brick road on ours, arm in arm and shit. But y'all been dogging a motherfucker, but y'all want a motherfucker. No. So when I stop seeing color, that don't even matter, nigga. Y'all still not rocking on the same wavelength or spirit as my people. Cause y'all not us. And y'all not for us, period. So regardless if you black, white, Mexican, Latino, shit like this, if you look like this and you can't see that them motherfuckers that don't look like this ain't fucking with us, overall, because it's gonna be a sprinkle, just like on their side, overall, they don't fuck with us, but it's a sprinkle of us. They're the good ones. We the bruised, we them people. So when the time comes, there's still gonna be a little sprinkle of the good ones that don't look like this, that's gonna be done latched on. Because why are they latching on? Because they know what a greatness is. That's why they latching on to us, because we great. We got the motherfucking power. We got that good shit that they don't want a motherfucker to have. All that madness and all that shit they brought amongst. Not saying that the Africans and shit didn't have their own shit going on, but they had their own shit going on. Their own agreements, their own da-da-da. You stay over there, we all here, but damn it, this is my village over here. I'm the king of this shit. You the king over there, you keep your people over there, I'm gonna keep you see what I'm saying? Shit like that. All this madness they done brought to the world, the guns, the drugs.
Yeah, we the face of killing. Yeah, we the face of killing.
So excuse me if I take the time out to see that mind, skin, and how we act, and what we do is all reaction and adaptation to what the fuck they done did. Yeah, if it's glorified that I can go out here and smoke a motherfucker and get away with it, hell, I might start thinking I could go out here and smoke a motherfucker and get away with it. Especially if it's over some money. They want us to be happy with each other. I mean, each other far as in us and them. Because they done open the gateway to what? The money flow. Get these motherfuckers some more money. That's the quickest way to shut a motherfucker up. Give them some. Give them some. They just trying to figure it out right now. Something big gonna come out. All of us gonna be like, damn, okay, that's what's up. Give a little something here. Oh, Walmart got a sale. All these stores having little sales now. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that to keep a motherfucker tied in.
Yeah.
Past that.
I appreciate that insight, man.
Well,
shit.
In
the Matrix.
Yeah, it was in the Matrix.
It was in the Matrix.
That's that infinite symbol he got back there, man. That's that infinite symbol. But man, I'm gonna say this to say this. We keep seeing they, but I don't hear nobody really talking about they and them really pointing the finger at the right way. Because the majority of motherfuckers, mistake me if I'm wrong, they wake up in the morning and they go to work. Or they go do something to make a living. That's what the majority of people do. And then they go collect their coupons, end of the week, daily, monthly, 2 times a month, whatever they do. So at the end of the day and beginning of the day, when we keep saying they, keep telling y'all, bro, like, yeah, just hate to see shit misguided. If you think that the color of your skin determines if you on the correct shit or not correct shit, sadly mistaken, bro. Sadly mistaken.
You're not seeing difference.
Hey, God damn it. God damn it.
I was just saying, God damn. You don't see no difference in action?
God damn it, it's my turn. God damn it.
Go ahead.
All right, God damn it. Shit. All right, so what I'm saying
your ass out so you get done too.
What I'm saying is this. End of the day, if you think that determines whether you making the correct decisions, right or wrong, no, that shit take meditation. That shit takes work. That shit takes iron sharpening iron. That takes you becoming the greatest version of yourself. That shit is not about your skin complexion, especially now. Motherfuckers out they brain. If you think, man, go ask 90% of the white people in this world, bro, don't even know what the fuck Kyrie Irving or this shit even. And I know because I get out and I pop at motherfuckers like that. Like I say that shit to the white people I see. What you think about this Kyrie and the NBA being suspended shit? I don't really understand it. It's kind of stupid to me. Like shit. Okay, you could say end of the day. This is what I'm saying. Being the greatest version of yourself requires work. If you want to make reasons why work and do. We work out and we're a team. No doubt about he is good in the NBA. Everybody see that shit some bullshit. It's only one way to build an army. They don't say this color, that color. They say, nah, motherfucker, you train, we're going to pay you this. Go in this business, we're going to train you to do whatever we think you're good at. You know, that's what we're going to do. And you're going to go do my mission. So, motherfucker, if I want, man, bro, I'm telling you. Like, if you want, yeah, the place I go with this shit, bro, really be too deep for this type shit. So, on that level, it don't be no shit. It don't be none of that. It just be a realization of self, like square business. Like it's only realization of self. Motherfucker be crazy if you say you don't see what your eyes see and you know what your eyes know. Yeah, but you still got to plan, plot, strategize. That shit still have to be done under a certain thing. Just barking and yelling. Man, nigga Dave Chappelle said on the shit Dirty Play earlier. He said, it's 2 words you don't say. And he said, the Jews. And the whole crowd started laughing. And this nigga shit, and they canceling this nigga now. You know what I'm saying?
Again.
Like,
they canceled him the first time for not wearing a dress. Man.
There we go. There we go. So when you just start speaking the truth, bro, the realism of it, if you keep saying racism and if you keep following the program, then you're not going to catch the attention that you should catch. You got to break the program. People don't like what Charleston White do. I think it's funny as hell because he even as fuck. Like, he don't give a fuck. Like, shit, whoever can get hit, however, shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that is not saying from that's his image that he brings off. Not saying you have to bring off that image, but you really can't technically give a fuck like that. Like shit, even with each other. I gotta say, man, at a certain point, I'm doing that shit because I love you. I don't give a fuck about what you think, for real. Period. Period, point blank. I don't even give a fuck about none of that shit. Like, but that shit, that's really what niggas gotta be with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, even me, when I say niggas, I start looking at the vibrations of words. When I hear African American, no shit, no African American, they are telling you within that word that you're not American. You're African American, but we're Americans. We doing it. You kneeling, nigga. You're African American, nigga. I'm an American. So when you look at the words, the vibration that we put off puts us underneath every time. So I see the shit, attempt to relate the shit, but I don't want to go all the way where it takes to go for some, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still a person's journey. You can't take a person's journey from them. You know what I'm saying? They still have to go on they shit. You know what I'm saying? I say Dirty was real. He spit that shit earlier today. 10,000 hours of meditation, bro. You might be flying or touching shit and doing what the fuck you do if you did that. That is what they truly don't want us to know. And it would say, bro, it go past that. It go past that. Like, I would even say Hebrew and Aramaic were not the only languages that people with our Akashic records spoke. But if you go even that far back, you will get a touch of that greatness. So they don't even want you to go back to Hebrew or Aramaic terms when you start speaking those different languages, bro. I'm not going to speak about him yet because we're going to do a video. But somebody was calling these right here after he learned how to speak a Hebrew tongue. And I got proof of it. You know, that man is not here now, but he learned how to read the Bible in Hebrew and he learned to call those. He learned to call those, and he did it on the news. They say, oh, this is blah, 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 blah. He said he can call UFOs. Dude actually stood out knowing how to read the Bible in Hebrew and call the most came in the sky, bro. Like, on demand. On demand. So the power that we hold, hell yeah, if we keep these limitations, the world was made to be infinite. So why would I ever be limited? You know, that shit be like, yeah, this boy got the infinite. Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm passing the mic, brother. Squad business.
Hey, I'm gonna get it before I give it to Tiller real quick, and then We're going to this freestyle session, man. I say this with wholeheartedness, with compassion in my heart about the African American people, man. And this is just my personal opinion, man. And don't shoot me down for saying it, but hey, man, we view these people in the image of God, man. So all the religious indoctrination that they give us, man, this is why we keep the backlash. Just the term backlash, that's offensive to me. What the fuck? You see how they used to do the slaves? Backlash. The backlash from, hey, man, what the fuck is y'all? We been, yeah, they just steady slapping the dick. How many whips is these motherfuckers supposed to take? You hear me? They fucking crashing their finances right now. You know, that's real. He's standing up. Hey, I'm happy. Now, Dave Chappelle, I would consider that's real. He know what the fire is. He said, man, fuck these. But once again, these people money, their money, they can chill for a year if they want to. You hear me? And not the people on the lower scale, they can't. But back to where I was going with this. The religion thing, it's about balance. The God and devil is the same person. It's about balance. If you're being constructive, if you're being good, you're showing love, you're showing compassion, you're being a God. If you're lustful, if you're showing hate, if you're being slanderous, if you're murdering, then you're being a devil. The story is about the spirit. The spirit is about balance. So until we're taught that God is in the book, God is omnipotent. It's everywhere. We look for it. So and I close with this. God is not the author of confusion, man. And then we gonna go into this freestyle session, man. Yeah, man. It's not the author of confusion, man. But the devil is. Shit.
So back to this dude that you say you was talking to, right? This white boy that you was talking. I'm just bullshit. I'm being antagonist. But this dude you was talking to, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. When you question these people, what's the first question you ask them before you ask them that? What's the first question you ask them?
It don't be that. I done built a rapport already.
Okay, so what I'm just saying, leading into the question, do you ask them, hey man, you be fucking with the NBA? You been following the NBA lately?
No, I ask none of that shit.
First question you gotta ask. Because if they don't even watch basketball, you gotta think about some of the people that you're dealing with, right?
Yeah.
You know, but if they papered up, they might not even be some. So I remember wearing this shirt, right, that said I can't breathe, right? Yeah. And the waitress, she said some shit like, yeah, it's hard to breathe in this mask.
Yeah.
I damn near went the fuck off. Wifey like, no, chill. She just don't understand. I'm goddamn it. Oh hell no, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
That bitch
I ain't trying to hear that shit. So I'ma use that same thing, right? When it comes to this, that white privilege will allow a motherfucker to, you see what I'm saying? Not try to see something. But then at the same time, understand this. Regardless of height, weight, stature, big, small, anytime they see us, we intimidating their ass. So they gonna say whatever they need to say to make sure you don't break their shit. if you moving some shit for their ass, if you work with them, that you don't bust their motherfucking ass off the clock. Remember that, bro. A motherfucking mouth will say, on one end, the mouth will say anything. So if you don't know if my motherfucking heart beating fast, nigga, and I'm nervous about the question you ask, so I just say whatever I need to say. What I'm saying, I'm just shining the light on another reason why the nigga could have just said, oh man, I think it's stupid.
Hey, I was running my white partners. I be going to the games with them and shit. They said something about Kyrie Irving. It said it was a long pause. And then he thought I was mad at what he was saying. He said, man, I just wish Kyrie Irving would just shut up and play basketball. You hear me? And then I was on the phone doing my little video article.
Right.
So it was a little silent. Then he's hey Samson, you all right? You all right back there? Yeah, I'm all right, man. But just how they feel, because most people is controlled through the media. You hear me? If they hear something on the media, most people is going to believe what they hear. So this is very imperative that we build our own institutions. My toys, my rules. How the fuck you gonna tell me what the fuck I can say about you on my shit? You hear me? Shit. But so we don't see the problem. Yeah. What would you finna say? Shit,
if that's the problem, say that. That's why this week, bro, I didn't focus on that. Like, I want to get it to the point to where nobody can hide behind any of the divisions. Nobody can hide behind color, religion, mindset, none of that. It's an open discussion. Like, everything is open. If it's about people, there is no closed door. Like Kyrie Irving, all of these people. Why are there so many closed door meetings? Why so many closed door anything? My toys, my rules. This is like 1% of people that we have begin to think this is all the fucking people. This is not a big. Hey, these people hide. They're great at deception. But if you pay attention, you say certain words and you see who start itching and moving. You see who start like this
oligarchy.
Oh,
motherfuckers controlling government.
Gosh, god damn.
Who are these people, dog?
Business. What?
Who are these people, dog?
What the fuck popping, dog? God damn. Square business. Like, end of the day, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this shit right here. Like, end of the day, nobody can deny your greatness or who you are. A person could say anything or be speaking anything to you, but you know it's totally different when a person look at you and say, "Oh yeah, like that person's different." I'm talking about within a few minutes, you done told them whatever the fuck. Yeah, bro. It's some people talk and do all these different things, but when you actually see the shit every day, it ain't no fluke shit like motherfuckers just having conversations. The one who have conversations just say, I pull something different out their ass too. Like, it'd be the same exact thing. So the people who I'm saying say, oh, I didn't know nothing about it. I'm saying I have conversations with them people. And then they say, oh, I didn't know nothing about it. But if that's happened from that perception, then yeah, that's different. That's totally different. That shit is stupid. I can't believe some shit like that is even going on. But the majority of Mexican people right now, you cannot tell them that Spanish is not their native language. Nigga, and try me if you want to. Try me if you fucking want to.
We believe what we're taught in school.
Spain is in Southern Europe, but you cannot tell a Spanish, a Cuban, Latino, you cannot tell them that Spanish is not their original language. So going back and forth, so going back and forth, like doing all of that shit to me is a waste of time. Like, until a person go study, they go know whatever the fuck you are wasting your time. Like, if free thinking, whatever you call it, if the cap is off, and yeah, bro, you can't teach 9th grade to 3rd graders. You cannot do that shit. So that is what we be throwing motherfuckers totally off
back
the
to what you were saying earlier. You were saying it's like we're saying we're not Americans. I believe that we were African descent, that now we're in America. They didn't bring us to America. They didn't bring us to America.
That still get us in trouble. But that if we say we African, if we say we African, because
what are we then? What are we?
I want to get to the bottom.
Okay, then we're going back to Hebrews.
Get to the bottom of it.
Jerusalem, Jews. Back to the Middle East, Africa. What now? If some of us ain't from there, then some of us is already here.
If you say Kemet right now, while people saying Hebrew, now if I say Kemet,
What do that mean? Black Egypt, Kemet, Black Egypt. But it's what the shit is called.
Hold on. No. You can't get away with that. What is Kemet? What is Kemet? It says what?
Black Egypt. That's what it's known
Bullshit.
as. Black Egypt.
Bullshit.
Black
bullshit.
Black Egypt.
Talk to Siri. Talk to Siri and see.
Damn,
if
Siri. I don't need to ask.
Egypt.
I don't mean.
Okay, so that's
bullshit.
Land
of blacks.
I'm saying it. There we go.
Black Egypt. Land of blacks.
Bullshit.
See, they call it Egypt.
Egypt is the arid version of Kemet, not a true version of Kemet. Egypt is a name afterwards given
now
to displace northern Sudan, which is Kemet.
The Middle East
is a cover.
It's in the Middle East.
Yeah,
they changed the name.
See, bullshit. That nigga bullshit.
They changed the name.
Bullshit.
We got to identify with the people who don't know what it's called.
But if we gonna go there,
we don't know. That people don't know where Kemet is. They say Kemet.
So it's probably about the same percentage of people who know about Hebrew that know about Kemet. Cause since I've been learning about the truth, a lot of people that I end up running into or having conversations with is people talking about the chemistry. I done seen the disagreements. I done seen it all, bro. I done seen it all. You know what I'm saying? So to a degree, I done told you, bro. Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm like, hey, leave me alone. I leave you alone. Whoever you want to praise and worship, that's on you. If we looking at it like that, if you believe that there's a higher power, you know what I'm saying? One true power, higher power, fine. If you believe it's something else, fine. I don't give a flip flap. Don't demonize me. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Because you don't know what my life and what my path is.
Real shit.
We sit here and try to tell motherfuckers how they need to be moving. Which is fine. You can give advice. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but be willing to accept it. Be willing to accept the fact that everybody don't see the things that you see. You know what I'm saying? That's just point blank, period. You will never see the world from my eyes because you ain't been through what I've been through. Similar things, but we don't have the exact same history to now. Certain things line up. You know what I'm saying? Shit, the shit, how they got it down.
Right or wrong, right? What you saying? It ain't no right or wrong.
Like when you say these people, right? We talking about the powers that be, and we know what the powers that be look like.
There was.
So let's not. Was be. Because what Dirty say? What you got to listen to what Dirty said right after that. He said, "Motherfuckers still feeling that power right now." Yeah. Motherfuckers is feeling their power right now. So we can speak futuristically, but right now we see our brothers is feeling that heat. So regardless if we want to speak, you know what I'm saying, futuristically speak, we see what the fuck going on with that. So check this out, right? So the powers that be have painted themselves to be the elitists, right? And who in a right mind wouldn't want to be considered the elite, right? Right. So that's pretty much, I mean, as far as in who don't want to be elite, just far as I ain't saying like part of that. I'm just saying like, if you can be a version of yourself, you want to be the best, the greatest, the elite version of yourself. Right. So you got motherfuckers all clamoring and wanting to be elite. Right. Even the motherfuckers that'll never be elite, that don't look like us, that actually look like the elitists. So the ones that don't even have it like that, that actually look like the elitists, still have a hatred, bro, towards this. Regardless of how I want to view myself, right? I'm a brute. That's facts. That's facts. Like I'ma say, you be wise. You'll be wise to remember when you walk out your motherfucking door, to go outside your mind and think about what the fuck other motherfuckers is thinking about. It's cool to be in your head to a degree, but once you step out in that world and you be around other people, you have to understand and at least acknowledge that they see shit different. And that's whoever, the black person that's sitting next to you, the white person that's sitting next to you, the Mexican that's sitting next to you. You might not see color. I might consider myself a brute. Them motherfuckers sitting next to me, all they see is a black man.
Yeah, man.
It's like I say, it's fine. We can speak what we want, but reality is the reality.
Classifications is in titles. I'm not consumed with classifications and titles, but God damn it, we gotta classify ourselves with titles. You know, we have to. But I'm not consumed with it. You hear me? I tell motherfucker, I'm not a religious man. I'm a spiritual man. You doing right? I can get down with that. You hear me? Man, they cool.
Still classify yourself.
Yeah, you know, I can go to the boy Science Temple. I can pull up to one of the temples with the Hebrew Israelites and chill and learn that gospel. Come in with an unbiased thought, not as come in as a student. You hear me?
Right.
I know how to come in as a student. I don't know every fucking thing. It's way more shit that I don't know than what I know.
Right.
So I learn from everybody. You hear me? I can learn shit. I don't close my mind off to one set or one way because it's a fool that's quick to rush and take sides. You hear me? You got to sit back and look at it from a distance and be like, oh, okay, let me check. They all talking about the same thing, but my thing about this as the African American community as a whole, religion is the biggest tool of division, from my opinion. And yet everybody's going to tell how it unites us. I'm with the good shit, man. We goddamn. At some point, when do we start being devils, man? Because, you know, what is God? What would Jesus do? Jesus would sit there and get crucified, man.
That's what they told you. Yeah.
That's what
so
they
I
told
want you to do this. I want you to do this, Dirty. I need you to start classifying what you talk about. I need you to start classifying what you talk. I need you to start for conversation stage. Start classifying what you talking about.
Like
you talk about religion. Because I'm telling you, bro,
all religion. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. My personal opinion. Once again, as I stated.
Because I say this from a person who had to go to church because my mama went to church.
Me too. Baptist.
Had to go to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Grandma
like, you know
Baptist.
what I'm saying?
Daddy
Motherfucker was in there.
Baptist.
My mama was a minister, you know what I'm saying? And when she was heavy in the church, you know what I'm saying? So a nigga was
there. How many times I've been cast to hell from my own family?
Yeah, that's that shit right there. That's the whole. Now you talk about a whole different topic right there when you get shit, nigga talking about black sheep, all that shit like that. But for me, after learning some of the things I learned, right, I used to sit there and there'd be some shit that'll catch my attention. It's like I can always tell when the pastor was really on some genuine shit. For real, when what he was saying was actually lined up with what because I'm just saying this because we grew up in these churches, Christian, Baptist, Methodist, all these things like that, right? And these are actual, being a Hebrew goes back before the Roman Empire. Christianity, all this other shit started after the Roman Empire. So that's why I say you have to clarify, because the shit that started before that is the pure form.
Hey,
the 12 tribes of Abraham. When you talk about the 12 tribes of Abraham,
Even the doctrine that we started, the kings, the queens, all this vanity, you got pharaohs, and what's the other opposite end of the spectrum? Pheasants. You know what I mean? So it's a power struggle. even before, if we was the kings and queens, the power struggle, we got so much filled with vanity, then shit. This is a system that we created.
But see, that's part of the curse. That's part of the curse that we are that come from the Most High, from disobedience of our people.
Hey man, I tell people this, like I say, that's what my personal opinion. We don't know our great grandmothers. You hear me?
Right.
Some of us don't know our grandmothers beyond our grandmother, but we telling up arguing tooth and nail about something that happened in 2,500 or 2,000 years. That's my personal opinion. I don't buy. Like I said, that's the biggest tool to keep us submissive and not recognize the spiritual cultivation. This is why we can't reach our spiritual cultivation, because we've already reached it. So in closing, man,
can I give my closing statement? Can I give my in closing statement?
In closing,
go ahead and close, man.
Hey, yeah, God, body, man. Hey, I am knowledge. I am not gonna even give credit to what my mother gave me as a name. Period. You know, I take shit that far, and that's how far it's time to take shit. Like, period, point blank. It's a lot. You see things with your eyes, and we still letting them go and stand for. If I'm not with it, I'm not with it. But we will still have the conversation. I'm willing to have the conversation with anybody. Like right now, that is what time it is. Like, yeah, because the illusions are, hey man, it's out there. Every day you wake up is an illusion. You are tempted to being, no telling what you are tempted to being tricked out of every single day when walking out the house. 10 years from now, it could be real life zombies outside. We don't know what's been injected in people. We don't know what the fuck is going on. You know, it's people driving and throwing themselves in the it's a lot going on, to say the least, in the world right now. So I was told by elder, always name yourself something of purpose or something of substance, because if you have nothing else in this world, somebody might say your name and you might remember what you are connected to. So it's time to raise the frequency, like raise the vibration. There are movies that's coming out in the meantime telling you what you're capable of. Peace up to all the goddesses. You see what the Woman King, even though they tried to put the women was fighting for the Dahomey tribes that were selling Africans, even though these are the stories that's told to you, realize the greatness. You women, y'all are capable of taking shit to give birth to the greatness that is taking place now. That's what you know, the focus is wherever you choose to be the focus. My closing statement is knowledge is key. Focus on yourself and what you observe every day, what you absorb every day. There's always an obstacle out there. There's always something attempting to get you to change your mind or not focus on being the greatest version.
Yeah, man. We're having technical difficulties, man. So
in the closing.
In closing, man. In closing, man. My closing statement is, man, we got to do better. We got to stand up for this injustice. It's like we 7 foot and we drowning in 4 feet of water because we won't stand up to the injustice, and we're relying on the people, sheeps, to do it. You know, shepherds. Sheeps look for shepherds. We, like I say, we rely on 2 people. Dave Chappelle stepped in there, you hear me? He started taking some of the lashes. He said, "Get off the nigga Kanye and Kyrie." Goddamn, man. Let me get some lashes. You hear me? He stood in there, took some lashes, man. So big ups to them, those 3 brothers, man. But I'm disappointed in us because we have an overwhelming desire to not see things for what it is. You hear me? Like I said, the free thinking is beyond measure. It's gone out of control. In closing, man, what you got for us? Ish, man?
Shit, I'm in closing, man.
Close it out, Ish. Close that bitch out, Ish. You got
I thought he was just about to shit. I thought he was just about to. But
Hey, I
shit.
was.
In closing,
Nah, you got something to close it. Go and close it out.
but in closing, what we got going on right now, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to focus on the things that actually bring us together. You know what I'm saying? It's certain conversation that actually make a motherfucker do this, start making motherfuckers part ways and go this way and go this way and go this way. When the fact of the matter is, there's an issue at hand that needs to be attacked. When an issue arises, you have to attack it, regardless of y'all different opinions or not. Attack the issue, then we can, you know what I'm saying? So we got to focus on one main goal, be on one account, one accord, in closing, forever free.
Yes, sir. All right. Appreciate y'all pulling up here, fucking with us. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but like I said, y'all here fucking with us. Peace, guys.